We hit 1,000 subscribers. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, we are High Season, a social media agency that helps business owners, entrepreneurs, and marketers step their social media game up and break the algorithm. And oh my goodness,
woo, we did it.
We hit the milestone of 1,000 subscribers. We just found out like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
What's today, Saturday?
Hang on, today's Saturday. We found out on Tuesday. It was about a week and a bit ago that we hit 1,000.
Oh yeah.
Thursday last week. Yeah. And then on the Friday or Saturday, we applied for monetization, and I think on the Wednesday
we found out we were officially a YouTube partner.
Yeah.
So guys, it has been really crazy. Thank you so much.
Seriously.
Thank you guys for everyone who has been subscribing. This milestone would not be possible without you. And we actually hit 3 milestones all within like the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We hit 250,000 views, which was awesome. We hit 1,000 subscribers last week, which was so cool. And then we officially became YouTube partners just a few days ago. So if anyone doesn't know what a YouTube partner is, you have to have 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours of watch time, and that officially allows you to be a YouTube partner, which means your channel's monetized as well as a few additional perks. So you may have noticed that there is an ad in front of this video, you know? Who knows what it will be? YouTube decides that, not us, but that is part of being a monetized channel and a YouTube partner.
And we got the community tab too.
And you get the community tab, so there's a few perks in live. You get to do super chats. There's a few other things in there that are very cool. But we are super excited, guys. Thank you so much for subscribing and for watching. We love doing this. We kind of like, we're not putting our all into it originally. No. So we started the channel, but we were so busy that we were like missing months at a time. Yeah. We wanted to do weekly, then we weren't doing weekly. It was just like all over the place. Yeah, we tried to do it. It just struggled. The struggle was so real. But we're here now, and as soon as we started really getting consistent with it, we immediately saw the benefits of doing so. Yes. So guys, if you want us to do a video on how we hit our first 1,000 subscribers in this year, you know what you have to do. Give this video a thumbs up. If we get 50 likes on this video, we will do a full breakdown of how we went from 0 to 1,000 subscribers in a year. Yeah. Let us know. So let's get into what this video is about. So the whole point was we found out while traveling on the road. So we're in Toronto for work right now. We're actually at a client's like studio space here where he's setting up. You can show it, turn around, show the deal.
Take a look.
So he is also starting a YouTube channel, so he's got his lights and camera gear all set up and ready to go, and he's downstairs writing out some content. So we thought it'd be a really great opportunity while we are traveling and while our client is doing some work downstairs to talk about how we stay productive while traveling, because those are some of the biggest hurdles that people go through. Yes. Traveling can really throw your whole schedule up, so we thought, hey, if you guys are also like us, where you have to travel often for work or be on the road for any reason, these are our tips for staying the most productive. Yeah. So without further ado, let's get started.
So the first one is to schedule your content ahead of time. So we are a social media agency. We have numerous clients plus our own multiple different platforms that we run. So nothing is more stressful when you're on the road than knowing you have to schedule 1 month's worth of content, which needs a few hours of focused concentration for curating, for writing captions, for getting approvals, all those type of things. So we always make sure we do that beforehand. Occasionally we do have unscheduled travel that just kind of pops up, and that is a little difficult, but when we know we're going and we knew we had this trip maybe a week or two out, we made sure that we scheduled ahead of time. So you want to remove any potential stresses when you're away and you're not in your comfort zone. You don't have everything you need to do things how you normally would do it. To remove anything that needs a few hours of work is always a blessing. So for us, schedule the content. If you're running a business, which I would imagine most of you are, or at least you have to run social media accounts, make sure you handle that beforehand. Use any of the tools. We've got a bunch of videos about that. So we're gonna pop it up here in the card, and down below, we did a video on how to schedule 1 week's worth of content in just 1 hour. So that would be a great place to start.
Yeah, it's very set it and forget it, you know? So that way, all you have to focus on is the reactive stuff, like engagement on the other side, as opposed to actually having to sit somewhere and scramble and try to post.
That's it.
Exactly. The next tip on how to stay productive while traveling is to leverage your commute times, whether that be by plane, car, or train. Use that time to really get heads down on a project that you should be working on. A lot of people, like when they get on a plane or a train, they're like, oh, what am I gonna do with my 6 hours of time now? Guess I'll watch a random movie I would have never watched ever before, or I'm just gonna listen to music for 6 hours or just go to sleep. That's not how you should be using that time. That is like sweet game time, okay? I love long commutes, because that means I can have 6 hours uninterrupted or 8 hours dedicated to some type of work or project. So use that time to really get down into something that you've been probably putting off or that you know needs your undivided attention.
All right, so the third tip we have for staying productive whilst traveling is to schedule downtime. So the biggest trap that we find that ourselves used to always get into is we overscheduled. We have meeting after event or whatever, knowing, not allowing for traffic, particularly in a place like Toronto where the traffic can be a little wild. Or maybe a meeting runs over or someone runs late. All these different things can kind of just make your travel experience really stressful. So we always keep at least one full open day that we can do anything we need to do, whether it's sleep in, do any urgent client work that might pop up, get into any networking opportunities that kind of spontaneously appear, which tends to happen quite a lot.
Yeah, we just randomly saw a client across the street of this client because they were doing an open house, and they were like, oh, now we could just pop in and say hi, like we haven't seen her in a while. So that was just a great opportunity. We sat and talked to her for like 25 minutes while she did her thing in her open house. Yeah,
and that worked out good. Now, if we didn't keep this day free, we wouldn't be able to do that. And we had actually had a meeting that was supposed to happen now for me with another ex-client, actually, just to check back in. That got cancelled. So now we're able to do this video, so on and so forth. So like keeping that open and also keeping your schedule not back to back if you can avoid it. Sometimes you're in those situations where you just don't have a choice, but hopefully if you do have a choice, you're able to kind of spread it out a little bit and just take that stress away, because there's nothing worse than being stressed when you're not at home.
The fourth way to stay productive while traveling is to book a hotel or Airbnb with a real space to it. So instead of having like a smaller hotel room that's just like you on a bed trying to like organize yourself and make a routine, just actually get a space that's kind of like a setup similar to what you'd have at home. So what we generally do is we book the Airbnb business for work or boutique hotel or one of those equivalent short-term rental companies like what HomeAway does, where you get to actually have a full space that you can sit down and work from. That just allows you to kind of fit a routine into your travel. So whether it be actually having a full little desk setup that you can actually go to and work from, or a little living room setup that is separate from your bed, that just kind of makes you mimic the same type of routine that you would have at home, so you can get up, make a coffee, go sit down at your laptop and start working.
That's it. Fast Wi-Fi is also really key. And alternatively, if maybe your budget doesn't fit a business rental or hotel, sometimes they do cost a little bit more. You could get a place that's near a really good cafe. A lot of cafes are super comfortable with people working from them. They have some great spaces where you can kind of post up all day if you need to. And they almost always, unless those special ones, they say no Wi-Fi, talk to somebody. That's not where you need to be.
And make sure you buy the lattes like back to back or something, guys. You can't just buy one coffee and sit there for 8 hours.
One of our first blog posts ever was about cafe etiquette. If you go back on highseason.co.com.
Do we have it on the new website?
Yeah. I think I put it in there, I'm pretty sure. Double check, otherwise it should come up in Google somewhere. I think that's really key. That's another alternative.
Cafe etiquette.
Cafe etiquette, huh? All right, the fifth tip to stay productive whilst traveling is to listen to podcasts and audiobooks. So I'm inevitably the driver, which I quite enjoy because we drive on the 401, which is just a long, straight, relatively boring road. But we kind of got into a routine. We've done it a million times. And we make sure we listen to podcasts and audiobooks. So one, that makes the journey go way quicker. Two, Tiff can keep working in the meantime whilst I'm driving, but at least my brain isn't sort of being wasted, because we're really wary of like wasted time, which is a typical thing that happens with entrepreneurs when they've always got a trillion things to do and there's never enough hours in a day. So if we're able to listen to podcasts, we have a whole bunch of favorites that we listen to soak up some knowledge, and then audiobooks are something we do occasionally as well, just to maximize your learning time. So at the very least, even if it feels like dead time, you're still soaking up knowledge. And we do that. Toronto is a lot of driving. So whenever we're driving around here, we always have some sort of podcast happening. And we find that pretty cool.
All right, guys, that is it for today. Those are our 5 tips for how to stay productive while traveling. And most importantly, guys, thank you so much for watching and for subscribing. Thank you for letting us hit this huge milestone. We're super excited, and we will be here educating you for as long as you'll have us.
Oh, yes. And of course, if you're watching right now and you have not subscribed, look, I gotta be real, like, subscribe. We're really going hard here trying to bring really relevant, educational, helpful, valuable content to you guys. So we want to have you guys with us. We want to make sure you never miss a video. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well. Sorry, I know you're kind of taking taking your end
You're
part
taking
away
my
from
end
you.
part away.
But I just want to just, reiterate that fact
There's
before
a special message from Craig before I...
Yeah, just want to say that again.
Yeah.
Very, very grateful for all you guys. But we want to keep you guys on board and just keep building this community and help as many people as we can.
Yeah. All right. And well, in addition to that, subscribe. Make sure you hit the thumbs up.
Yes.
Give us a like. And also 50 likes so that
50.
we do 0 to 1,000. How we got 0 to 1,000 subscribers in a year.
Yes.
That'll come up sometime soon as we hit that number. You can follow us everywhere on social media at High Season Co. and check out our website at highseasonco.com. We have a ton of blog posts and great content out there for you. Until next time, guys.
Peace.